When you're starting from the beginning, you don't have to have all the resources. You don't have to have all the tools, and you don't have to have all the finances. You need to just start. So with that being said, welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance. You don't have to have everything figured out in the beginning. The reason why is because you don't know how long it's going to take to do something you've never done before. You don't know what is required, so you can't have an expectation of a specific outcome. You can have an idea. In order for you to receive your desired outcome, you must do the following. The first thing you need to do is get a writing utensil. So if you need to pause this video right now, I'll give you a couple seconds. I'll even mute myself, okay? But I need you to get a pen. I need you to get a crayon. You can use an Expo marker, you can use a Sharpie, or you can use a pencil. But you need a writing utensil, okay? That's the first thing you need to do. So get yourself together, okay? And as you're getting yourself together, in real time, I'm grabbing my pen, okay? So now that you have your pen or your writing utensil, the next thing you're going to need is an index card, a journal, a notebook, or loose leaf paper. Once again, in real time, I'll give you a couple seconds to get yourself situated. So the two things you need, as of right now, when you're watching this video, is a pen and some paper or whatever writing utensil you have and something to write on. Now, the reason why you need a writing utensil and something to write on is because you need a plan. Just because you don't have to have everything figured out doesn't mean you don't have to have a goal. When you are achieving your goals, you need to make it simple and you need to make it plain. For those of you who are biblical, you make the vision plain. You don't need to put all these extra steps, all these obstacles, all these hurdles. We don't need to have anxiety. You don't need to be overwhelmed. And you don't need to overthink. And you don't need to block yourself from receiving the things that you want. That is why people struggle the most, because they're overthinking about what it is that they need to do, when first of all, you need to take a chill pill, you need to relax, and the first thing you need to do is write it down. So there are 3 things specifically I'm going to ask you that you need to answer when you come across this video on your piece of paper or whatever it is that you're writing in, and even your iPad, okay, in order for you to get to where you need to be. You can also comment in the comment section as this video is playing. Let me know when you're ready, okay? Are you ready? You are? Okay, cool. The first thing that you need to be mindful of is what it is that you want. So the first question you need to write down and answer is, what do you want? Remember, do not make it complicated. Do not become problematic. If you need to take some time, I will give you a couple of seconds. I will take my time as you take your time, but make it very plain. So if somebody asks you, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas? What do you want to receive? What do you want to achieve? What would be your answer? Make it very specific. The more specific it is, the easier it is for you to achieve. And that's the truth. The more specific you are in detail, the more likely it is for you to receive it. Why? Because you know exactly what it is. It's specific. My camera got cut off. So moving forward with the second question. What are your resources? What do you have control over? What do you have right now in your present moment, in your current reality, that you have access to just start? You're not going to have the same finances and the resources and the tools that everybody else has. Why? Because you're not anybody else. So you can't look at what everybody else is doing or what other people have done. you're not going to receive the same outcome. So instead of worrying and focusing on what you lack, there are certain things that you do have access to. And this is where the discouragement, comes from. You think it's going to take you longer. You think you got to go through all these trials and tribulations and these obstacles when that's the path that is destined for you. If you want a car, for example, and you don't have the money right now, and you have to take public transportation or even walk, then that is what you have to start doing until you save up to get the money, or until you receive the support to get the investment, which would be the car. If you're not willing to work with what you have, how do you expect to receive more? Or how do you even think you're going to get more? And that's the truth. This second question, this second answer is extremely important, and it's extremely imperative. The reason why people don't start is because they're like, well, I don't have this, I don't have that. Instead of focusing on what you do have. Focusing on what you lack is not going to change your outcome. Focusing on what you don't have is not going to change your situation, and it's not going to help you. You don't have everybody else's life. And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Your path is for you. If you don't have certain tools and resources, you have to work with what you have. And you may think it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. And if you're getting it out the mud and you don't have nothing, you're going to have to take your time. That's it. In life, you're either going to be handed things to you, or you have to work for it. There's no in between. There's no in between. And even when you get things handed to you, if you want to maintain those things, you have to be able to sustain them. You have to be able to keep going. So you have to be okay with where you are right now. You may think it's going to take you a long time. Who cares? Everybody else isn't you. You can't be worried about the distractions. If people aren't supporting you, whether that's financially, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, or howeverly, cut them off. Don't listen to them. Stop looking at everybody else's pockets. Stop looking at everybody else's platforms. Stop looking about what everybody else is doing, and stay in your lane. If you stay in your lane and you do what you need to do, why would you not get to where you need to be? It's when you start to drive and you looking at everybody else and you like, well, this person's going fast, and you're not everybody else. Do what you need to do and work with what you have, and you'll get to where you need to be. This journey is for you. It's up to you to hold yourself accountable every single day. And if you got to take your time doing something, not only do you appreciate it, but the value increases. The value is going to increase. The longer it takes for you to receive something, the longer you will be able to maintain it. The longer it's going to last. So relax. You have to take your time. Okay, and as long as you are waking up every single day, you're one step further to where you need to be. And I'm going to end off this video because, one, my camera is about to die, you guys. It is a little bit later than what I intended on when I wanted to record this video. And I could feel myself dozing off. Like, I, for some whatever reason, just got extremely sleepy. I mean, it is late, but I love you. If you guys want more content like this, let me know your experience. But the 3 things that is recommended that is going to work is knowing what it is that you want, figuring out what you have to get what you want, and how you can start and what you need to do. As long as you start, as you continue, and as you get further into your goal and your journey, the tools, the resources, and the finances are going to increase. but you have to start. And you can't worry about people who are not helping you. Like, I'm not worried about people who talk about me because they're not doing the things that I'm doing, and they're not going to be there when I get there. I only surround myself with people who are on the same frequency. So you have to be willing to cut off and know that you're going to outgrow people. It's not personal. It's not even about having people being envious or any of that. It's just, everything is not for everybody, but what's for you will be for you. And you can't force that onto everybody else. Like, it's 8 billion people. It's enough land and enough resources to do for everybody to do what they want. People are going to do whatever they want. You got to do whatever you want. Okay? Don't be listening to people who aren't in your shoes or who not pouring into you. These videos are informative as well as educational and inspirational. And I'm trying to make them entertaining. But if people aren't helping you do better or aren't an example, don't worry about them. It's not taking you longer. It's just taking you the time that you got to get there. You don't have what everybody else have, okay? So make sure you like this video, comment down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Turn your notification bells on, like these videos, and engage, okay? Let me know what type of videos you guys want to discuss because it's a lot we can discuss, okay? And make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Ty_Guidance. All the information will be down in the description box below. And if you want a one-on-one session, go to my website at tyguidance@summer.com. Good night, good morning, good evening. Mucho te amo, mi amores. Love you, bye.